This is Lorraine Ball.
And Jennifer?
And one of the things that I think attracts people to this conversation is the fact that it's real, it's natural language. We're not being stuffy and unrelatable.
No, we are being matching though, with matching earrings and matching shirts.
Yeah, this is our black and white day. We're branding. I don't know what brand we're doing, but we're branding.
Indianapolis 500, a little late.
Yeah, yeah, there is that. But back to that original point, what attracts people to this content is the natural language. We don't sound like we're reading off a script. We don't sound like we're trying to impress anybody. We just are naturally brilliant.
We don't sound we don't sound like AI content.
We don't sound like we've been written by a machine.
No.
And whether you're working on content for your website, written content or video content, people are going to gravitate towards natural language, information presented the way they talk.
Yep, yeah. People have questions and about your products and services, and either your sales reps are hearing this or the customer service person are hearing these, and those are the type questions that you need to consistently answer since everybody makes their buying decision online prior to even picking up the phone. They don't want to be sold. It's not a new concept at all.
No, and God, it's 20 years ago now. Search engines started to really become a thing. And we would go to the internet and we would type in furnace plus broken or furnace plus repair. And so if you had a business in the heating and air conditioning business, you wanted to score for furnace and for repair. But that's not how people search anymore. They're using natural language to look for information.
Yep, yep. They want to be able to solve their problems, and your product or service has to match their products, or yeah, it has to match their problems. Make it easy for, but their audience, like they need to match it so that it's there, and they're answering those questions. I think I said the same thing twice there, but it's important that you're talking to an audience and what their questions are.
Absolutely. And so when you know the questions, you've talked to your salespeople, your customer service reps, and you know the questions, now you need to start working on the answers.
Mhm.
And the interesting thing is that if you just answer the question the way that you would if you were talking to me, maybe clean up your grammar and spelling a little bit, but if you just answer the question, that piece of content, whether it's a blog post, an audio, a video, is going to perform significantly better
Yeah.
because it's going to be engaging and because the search engines are going to recognize that it's actually answering the question. And not just that, it's answering it in kind of a unique way because your choice of words and phrase are different than mine.
I really like what you said out of that, just the fact that like putting it in different formats because people like to learn differently, I always
Mhm.
say. So like putting it into different formats can hit like different audiences as well within the same audience that, oh, I like audio format. I like short form video format. And then you can hit like the different platforms and not have all your eggs in the same basket.
Oh, people are going to look for answers where they look for answers.
Hmm.
We did a whole conversation on social search, and quite honestly, if your target is Gen Z, you better be focused on getting real information onto social platforms, onto Instagram, onto TikTok. If your audience is baby boomers, you probably still need to have a lot of info on
Except
Facebook.
for like right now, for me personally, like on LinkedIn and on Facebook, I get AI underneath every social media post. Like asking me for like additional like questions that I might have related to the post that somebody made. And then I can go search and find the answers on LinkedIn. It's owned by Microsoft, and so Bing is what's powering those searches. And sometimes you see like them giving like results that are from Bing.
Mm.
Sometimes you don't at all. You just get the answer. So it like begs the question, will people be satisfied with just getting just that answer? Probably most people don't do a whole lot of like further research. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I think what's different though about particularly the search function on LinkedIn, let's say, when it says, "Hey, you liked this video, would you like to learn more about this topic?" That's different. That's a different moment and a different experience than, "Oh my God, this broke. I need to fix whatever this is." And
Hmm.
so, in the moment that I need something,
Go to Google.
I still go to Google. Now, younger consumers may be different, but
Yeah,
I would argue that people kind of 20 years either side of me are
yeah.
probably still going
Do
when
you
they
think?
really need something. Google, maybe Amazon. If they're shopping, it might be Amazon.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, Amazon, no.
No Amazon. Oh no, you know what? I love Amazon. But the point is kind of circling back to the original topic. It's that you have to be ready. Your content has to be ready. It has to be ready to answer the questions no matter where the customer is.
Yeah, make them feel like you can handle their particular problem or service. Because if they're on your website and they feel like you can handle their particular, I hear this like, oh, well, we do custom and just fill out the form and like then we can like work through it. And like people don't want to do that. They want to know already that you've handled XYZ before. This was the outcome of XYZ, case study wise, something. Make
Mhm.
it easy for them. Otherwise, they're going to go somewhere else that will do that.
Absolutely. I get that everybody is trying to manage their time. Well, if we get a lot of inquiries and we run people through this, then the people that come out on the other end are really qualified and it'll be a good fit for us. Great. But I want to find a service, and you're asking me for my life history before I know whether I want to do business with you. And
Mhm.
so you have to sort of balance your needs as a supplier with somebody else's
Customer
needs as a customer.
service? Customer service?
Mhm.
Is that like a forgotten, like, lost art?
Well, I will tell you, I actually got on the telephone. This is sort of a side note, but I got on the telephone with a live person from Amazon yesterday over an issue with a package. And it took less than 3 minutes to resolve the issue. And
Mhm.
I was so knocked out. And I'm going to give Amazon props today because they I did my search, they figured it out and resolved it. But you've got to be paying attention to what are the customers struggling with. And actually, in that particular instance, the guy realized that, you know what, the choices that you were given, none of them would have solved your problem. You had a problem we didn't anticipate.
There you
And
go.
so, he's like, I'm going to put a note because other people will have this problem.
And that's a piece of content that AI can't write.
That's a piece of content that AI can't write. And so, and you know what? As long as we're on the natural language, I asked 3 different AI platforms the same question, and they each gave me back almost the identical response in the identically same order. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness,
See the sameness?
um, none of this. I mean, it was okay, and I had to rewrite what they gave me, but everybody who asks that question is going to get that same answer. And as I was reading the content and I was reading it out loud, I thought, nobody talks like this.
Yeah,
Nobody talks like this.
yeah. Oh, there's a lot of hype on what it can't do. That's for sure. And I'm not saying don't use it. I've said that before.
No, no, you know what? There's a time and place.
Hmm.
But if you're out there and you've got real questions, go
You
ahead
want to
and
talk
put them
to
in.
a human.
You want to talk to a human, put a comment in the chat or sign up for an office hour. We'd love to talk to you.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye now.
Bye.